Hey, what's up, YouTube family? Let's talk real quick. Let's have an open, candid conversation. There's a lot going on in the political world, a lot of distractions going on, a lot of craziness going on, a lot of unsurety going on, a lot of randomness, a lot of indecency. Things are just looking like they've never looked before in regards to political occurrences and political events. You are now witnessing the end of leadership in this country. It's over. Okay, they're playing their last cards. The system is pulling its last tricks. It's doing everything that it can. It's like running out of gas. It's like right now, America's like the American political system is like putt-putting. You know how when you run out of gas in your car, and then all of a sudden you get that putt-putt, and you know you're finna. You're not going to be able to drive it no more. That's exactly where America is right now. That's the best analogy I have for the political system of America. It has now shown itself that it has been a dog and pony show this entire time. This entire time. The presidency has been a dog and pony show this entire time. Nothing to be taken seriously. It is only a position. And it's not like any of our leaders could make any real changes or is in control enough to make a difference in our lives and make things better. Okay, it's only going to get worse from here. So there's no saving anything. I know that sounds pretty pessimistic, but it's the truth. And, that's what it says in the Bible. Things are going to get worse. We're in that time. So I don't want to get too far off into a whole nother thing because I've come to talk about one thing specifically. A lot of your church leaders are in bed with the political leaders of this world. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a channel that I have on YouTube where I can watch a lot of sermons from many church leaders across the country. And there's one thing that I've noticed about all these so-called church leaders, all these pastors, all these bishops, all of these ministers. One thing I've noticed, ever since the election circus, the election theater show has been presenting itself, I've noticed that pastors don't even crack the Bible no more. Honestly, I've noticed it. I've noticed that all these pastors, all these ministers, bishops, church leaders are no longer teaching out of the Bible. So, if you're no longer teaching out of the Bible, then what are you doing for an hour or 2 hours? You know what they're doing? They're expounding their political sentiments. That's what they're doing. They're politicking in the pulpit. That's what they're doing. They are driving all the political talking points that you see on CNN, Fox News, and wherever you get your news, on your phone. That's all they are. They're talking like politicians. You can't even get a verse from these political leaders. Not a verse. You can't even get anything to sustain you for the rest of the week or sustain you for the future. There's very little, very small amount of church leaders who are actually teaching out of the Bible and they're not talking about current events. I mean, my goodness. There's these bishops and all they talk about is who they're going to vote for. I remember when there was at one point in time when that was none of anybody's business who you're going to vote for. Right? It was just on you. Okay? Whoever you want to vote for is whoever you want to vote for. Now, your whole congregation needs to know and understand who you're voting for because subliminally, you and subconsciously, you're trying to coerce them to vote for who is lining your pockets. And that's where we are when it comes to these church leaders of this country. They have sold out to the highest bidder. When you have a pastor, a preacher, bishop, whoever is in the pulpit, which is the highest point. You can't get no higher than that in the church service. And the only thing, or 75% to 80% of what they talk about is current events and politics. Yeah, they're done. Their pockets are fat. Their pockets are fat. That wallet is tipping over. That bank account is exploding with the jewels and the riches of this world because they've sold out. They've taken the bait. Okay? They have given their congregation and themselves up to the beast system. Because you better believe that these so-called political leaders, they know and understand the influence that these pastors and these ministers have in the community. They know that. They understand that. They know that, well, supposedly most people in this country are Christians, so Sunday they're in somebody's church, which that's a whole other conversation. But whether you're living like one or not, you're going to church on Sunday and you're listening for a word. So they know and understand that if they can get a pastor, a minister, a bishop who has a huge congregation, medium congregation, small congregations at sometimes, they know if they can get you aligned with their political sentiments, that they have a good chance of maybe winning a district, winning over a community, then winning over a metro area or winning a state. It's all about influence at the end of the day when it comes to your minister, your pastor, your bishop, whoever's giving the word, whoever the leader is of your church. So I've come to warn you, and I know I'm not the only one that's noticed this. I know I ain't. I'm not, nobody's dumb. Because that's what a lot of these people believe that we as believers are. They think we're dumb. They think we're mindless individuals who can't make a decision for ourselves, which is untrue. We can make decisions for ourselves. And we have definitely those who are really connected to God. We have discernment. God is talking to us. God is showing us what the truth and the falseness. He's showing it to us. We see you, sir. We see you, man. We see you. You're not fooling anybody. We know and understand where you stand. So that's pretty much the sentiment of this video, this content, man. I know I'm not the only one that's noticing these people selling out. I know I'm not the only one that's noticing, these preachers have all of a sudden turned into politicians. Saying the same thing. I mean, it's like when you get up, you go to church, you think that you're watching CNN or NBC or ABC. You're like, where's the Bible at? Where's the word at? Where's the scriptures at? It's nowhere. Because these preachers and these political leaders have gotten in bed together and, it's over with. So you're seeing the end, guys. Look, the political leadership of this country is dead. Okay, there's no more need to put any more emphasis, any more any more energy into the leadership of this country. It's done. The only thing that you should be doing as a believer is putting your faith in God, and that's it. That's the only thing that's going to sustain you from now on and in the future. That's it. Okay, the boat is sinking, so get on the life raft, and the life raft is Jesus Christ. So that's all I'm going to say. This has been a pretty good video. So I hope you've enjoyed this content. I hope I've said something where you can apply to your life. And I hope I've opened your eyes. Somebody, maybe one or two people, opened your eyes to see what things really are. So please like and share, subscribe. It's your favorite black guy from Nebraska. And yes, there's black people in Nebraska. I'm out.